Today, we travel to the most astonishing corners of Earth, places where geology becomes art and landscapes feel truly otherworldly. From stone giants shaped by time to formations that defy logic, these are the places that prove our planet is the greatest artist of all. Get ready. This journey will change the way you see Earth. Rising from the mist in China's Hunan province, Zhangjiajie is home to over 3,000 towering sandstone pillars that look like stone needles floating in the clouds. These formations began over 380 million years ago when ancient marine sediments were pushed upward and slowly sculpted by erosion. Each pillar seems to hover between earth and sky, constantly changing as fog rolls in and sunlight paints the rock in shades of gold. It's no coincidence this landscape inspired the floating mountains of Avatar. Walking here feels like stepping into a suspended world, balanced between reality and imagination. In the heart of Norway rises Trolltunga, or the Troll's Tongue, a dramatic rock ledge that stretches more than 1,100 meters above Lake Ringadalsvatnet. This natural balcony was carved around 10,000 years ago during the last ice age as massive glaciers retreated and exposed the granite beneath. Reaching it requires a demanding 27-kilometer hike, but the reward is absolute vertigo. No railings, no barriers, just open air. Standing here feels like being at the very edge of the world, where courage meets gravity. Hidden in the remote northwest of Australia lies the Bungle Bungle Range, a vast labyrinth of orange and black domes formed over 350 million years ago. Each dome is built from sandstone, silt, and ancient microorganisms that created their iconic striped patterns. For centuries, only indigenous Kija and Jaru peoples knew of this sacred place. From above, it resembles a massive field of stone beehives stretching endlessly across the desert, a secret written in rock and time. Deep in Egypt's western desert lies the White Desert, a landscape so surreal it feels extraterrestrial. Millions of years of wind erosion carved chalk and limestone into giant mushrooms, pillars, and frozen creatures. By day, the terrain glows in warm gold tones. By night, it turns ghostly white beneath the moon, under one of the clearest star-filled skies on Earth. This is a silent ocean of stone, solid, still, and endlessly strange. Along Iceland's coasts and waterfalls, thousands of perfectly aligned hexagonal basalt columns rise like stone organs. Formed nearly 2 million years ago, these structures appeared when cooling lava cracked evenly as it contracted. At Reynisfjara Beach, waves crash against them in deep, rhythmic echoes. At Svartifoss, water flows over dark geometric walls. Precision, symmetry, and power, shaped entirely without human hands. On the border of Utah and Arizona stands Monument Valley, a land of towering red sandstone monoliths reaching up to 300 meters high. Carved by erosion over 250 million years, these formations rise from an endless desert like ancient guardians. For the Navajo people, this is sacred land, each mesa a living spirit. Sunrise paints it gold, sunset turns it violet, and time itself seems to pause in the vast silence. In central Turkey, Cappadocia reveals its fairy chimneys, tall conical rock formations born from volcanic eruptions nearly 60 million years ago. Softer ash eroded away, leaving columns capped by harder stone. What makes this place extraordinary is human history carved into the rock. Homes, churches, and entire underground cities. At dawn, hundreds of hot air balloons rise as the landscape glows gold, where geology and civilization merge into one dream of stone. Carved by flash floods over thousands of years, Antelope Canyon is a flowing sculpture of sandstone hidden beneath Arizona's desert. Divided into upper and lower sections, its walls twist and ripple like frozen waves. Sunbeams pierce through narrow openings, creating columns of light inside the canyon. Sacred to the Navajo people, this is a place where stone seems alive, shaped by water long after the river disappeared. Rising from the calm waters of Mono Lake in California, the tufa towers look like ancient ruins. In reality, they formed around 760,000 years ago when mineral-rich fresh water met alkaline lake water, creating hollow limestone columns. At sunrise, their reflections double across the lake's surface, blurring the line between reality and illusion, a silent forest of stone born from chemistry and time. In Utah's Goblin Valley, thousands of bizarre rock figures stand like silent sentinels. Shaped over 170 million years ago, during the Jurassic period, wind and rain carved red sandstone into mushrooms and strange creatures. As the sun moves, shadows transform the terrain into a living board of shapes and colors. It's a surreal world where human scale disappears and imagination takes over. Scattered along New Zealand's eastern coast, the Moeraki boulders are massive stone spheres, some over 2 meters wide. Formed 60 million years ago on the ocean floor, minerals slowly built up around a core like colossal pearls. Exposed by erosion, they rest on the beach like relics from another world, perfectly round, endlessly mysterious, and balanced between myth and science. Pamukkale, meaning cotton castle, cascades down a hillside in brilliant white terraces. Over thousands of years, mineral-rich thermal waters deposited layers of calcium carbonate, forming natural pools that glow under the sun. Walking barefoot across them, feeling warm water over smooth stone, reveals how water, time, and gravity can build a masterpiece without intention, only patience. Off Iceland's northern coast rises Hvítserkur, a 15-meter-tall rock standing in the Atlantic like a petrified dragon. Local legend says it's a troll turned to stone by the sunrise. Waves crash around its base, shadows shift with the light, and the sky ignites with color at dawn and dusk. This is not just geology, it's myth carved into reality. These are the 13 geological wonders that remind us how powerful, patient, and creative our planet truly is. Which one amazed you the most? Where would you go, even for just a moment? Share your thoughts and join us as we continue exploring a world filled with places that feel impossible.